pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Play. Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Looking deep for Hilton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 40.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And out across midfield down to the 45.
The ball carrier.
31 yards there and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Packers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
From the contact, it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he steps away. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
16, here we go. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 16.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 49ers' 5-yard line.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Gay's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more.
He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Mostert with a 1st down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And they will take a knee here. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, check back 16, check back 16. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the rest.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does
championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a